miniatures performed by Ivona Kratostipeanu, piano, Pintér Kinga, violin, Eva Malinowska, cello, and before that, the leader of the youth section, Csilla Dominko, would like to say something.
Nagy szeretettel köszöntünk benneteket.
We greet you this morning.
És ugye ilyenkor az, aki járt Crescendóra, tudja, hogy az egész ifjúsági szekció szokott bemutatkozni.
Who already came to Crescendo Summer Institute, you know that the youth section, the whole youth section used to introduce themselves to you.
Most csak hárman jöttünk egy trióval.
Now we are here, just three of us with a trio.
Mert mindenki triókat fog játszani a jövő hét szerdai koncerten, amire szeretettel várunk benneteket.
Because there will be trio chambers in next week's youth sectional concert, and we are invite you to listen to these trios at the concert.
És a fiataloknak, az ifjúságnak szeretném még hirdetni, hogy a Csonig után fotózás lesz, a lépcsőnél találkozunk, és vasárnap pedig 3-kor indulunk a strandra együtt a kollégium aulájába.
And I want to announce for the youth section that after this tuning there will be a group photo, and on Sunday we are meeting at 3 o'clock at the dormitory to go to the beach together. So. viewers. So before I would call for today's speaker, I would like to greet someone. We already mentioned a lot of times that the Hungarian volunteers, how many work they have here at the Crescendo. You know, they give their free time here to help you. You know, and if there wouldn't be volunteers, you couldn't have a seat in the tuning, so you should be standing up listening to the tuning. So I just want to greet someone who are here for the 5th time. So I'm just calling Emma Keszthelyi for just being part of the Five Timers Club, and just give her a big clap. Thank you, Emma, for always coming back and helping us. So today's title is Hope for More Captivating Sounds. I don't even understand the title, but this is just like typical Krisztina, who is our speaker today, but she will explain it, I'm sure. So Krisztina, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to present you Paulina Hallstein. I am not doing this speech by myself. I invited her to have a support while doing this. I need her desperately. Hope for more captivating sounds. Now, if you have listened to the last night's faculty concert, well, I have bad news for you. I need to admit that our faculty communicated everything that I wanted to say this morning. So you could have slept a little more. I am firmly convinced that I will not be able to add anything to that. I heard so many captivating songs, melodies, masterpieces that communicated me beauty, peace, created silence in me through their music, was like a soothing oil, or communicated me the certainty of the rising sun, one piece that Jenna McBride played for us. And I could go on naming one by one all the faculty and the ways they gifted me last night. Thank you so much. But then Molly just gave the seal to the message that I was preparing for months, that yes, this is what I have to communicate, and I have to speak about this eternal love. So let's see why. Since I'm not a musician, I have the privilege to observe you from outside. And I get to see and to marvel at things that you guys probably take it for granted. But I think that if you forget to marvel at simple, basic things. You deprive or you rob yourself of the foundation of what you are doing, and you forget to enjoy the big things. Now I will share something. I have a new hobby, and please, please don't stone me, okay? I started to learn the piano with the simple piano application. I know. But you cannot imagine what a big joy it was when I first succeeded to play the most simple melody. Something like this. Okay, and it goes like this. It's very, very simple. But do you remember the joy when you first succeeded to play a melody with your instrument? Do you remember that feeling? Now, the smallest unit of the theater, according to Peter Brook, is that there is a person, Krisztina, the actor, plays another person, a B, while you as an audience are watching it. But actually only one person would be enough for that, to name it a theater. And also for the musicians, there are such small units. What is the smallest unit to name something music? What do we need for that? Help me. A note. Sound. Silence. Rhythm. Things like this. But especially that preparation silence before you start playing the piece. I observed each one of you before you started yesterday playing that there is this whole it starts. It was so beautiful. That moment really amazes me. And actually, only one pitch, only one sound teaches us so much. Tells us such a great story. Now just look at the instrument that Paulina is playing. It was created in 1856. Do your maths. How old is this instrument? How much expertise is needed from the luthier to create such an instrument? You know, it starts with the luthier looking for singing wood. And let me quote here Martin Schlesker, the violin maker, who knows much more about this process than I do. Hundreds of years ago, tiny seedlings searched for water in the thin soil of the mountain forests, and over time, they grew into stately trees. For the luthier, those tightly populated forests at high altitudes are a treasure. Their wood is superior to any other natural material for the acoustical resonating surface needed to make musical instrument. And this wood grew slowly for more than 200 or 300 years. And please note just a little thing here. It's very important. These singing trees don't grow in the comfortable valleys. They grow up at high altitudes, in difficult climate. And the difficult climate is a blessing for the sound. This hardship of meager soil lends them great strength. In this substance lies the sound. And now these trees are cut and transported to the studio of the luthier, where a new life begins for them. I suppose none of them grew up dreaming that once they would end up on the stage of the Carnegie Hall. But somebody else did, the luthier, who knew that it is worthwhile to climb up the mountain in snow and cold and wind, waking up early in the morning. He was ready to make all this sacrifice, to invest energy and all his strength into this. Because he was already hearing in his ears this amazing sound of cello. In the hands of the luthier, a piece of this singing tree becomes a cello, a violin, a viola, a double bass. And the luthier studied so much in order to create this instrument. Studied physics, made researches over many years, how to shape this piece of wood, how to respect the rules of the sound, the instrument making, and how to respect also the structure given by the wood, in such a way that the instrument will have the most captivating sound. And now fix your eyes on Paulina for a moment. She's so united with her instrument. But now I invite you to close your eyes and think about your instrument. Let us spend a little time that you look back to your path. How did you start? What made you become a musician? Now you must have started playing at an early age. Maybe singers start later. And you shaped your joints, your muscles, your hands and arms just to be able to play this instrument. And you really twist and torture your body so that you play this instrument. Maybe the cellists have the healthiest posture. But as a pity, I know, and a few days ago I even handled a cellist with an arm problem. It's so easy to get an injury if you are a musician. And I know that you rehearse daily average 3 to 5 hours, 6, 7. I even heard 11 from a student studying at the Liszt Music Academy. And then you took so many theory lessons, music theory lessons, and you spend a lot of time understanding the music that you want to play. You know much better than me how much it demands from you to play music. And especially because you just don't stop playing one pitch. You really don't. You hope for more. I know how much hard thinking, hard work, rehearsing, and care it takes until you go up on the stage to play something to your audience. I know that you invested a lot, but I know that many have invested a lot in you. It was beautiful to see in our small group that you named your parents, your teachers, who brought you up to this moment where you are. It was really touching. And I know that many of you have problems in your relationships with your parents. But you know, scientific researches prove that the fact that somebody reaches adulthood, it means that this person received just enough love to survive. But we are looking for more than just to survive. So here is a verse from the Bible that amazes me again and again. Can a mother forget the baby at her breast? And have no compassion on the child she is born? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. today I would like to challenge you, to challenge God, to show that to you. So that this does not stay just a nice Bible verse, but a reality and the truth to you. So as I listed, you heard that there is so much sacrifice. Just the simple thing that you have an instrument. And then there's so much sacrifice, love that you already received, that you were able to come to this far. And I must tell that the results, your results, do not belong entirely to you. So your musicianship thus communicates to me the best metaphors for life that is worth living. There is a story before you, and there will be a story after you. We do not stand by ourselves. We would be nowhere without the sacrifices of others. And I know that you will have your time when you can give further what you have received, what you learn, in a concert, in a teaching, relationship, or in your life. Try to think about those persons who sacrificed the most for you. I was struck by the tears of one of the members of my small group sharing about her grandmother. And she kept, in a very short time, saying again and again the most marvelous things about her. And then I said to her, she must have been an amazing woman. I also had an amazing grandmother. And on July, the 6th of July, this is their wedding. They are this couple on the left side, my mom and my grandfather. And on 6th of July, they celebrated their 65th marriage anniversary. And when I'm thinking about them, my grandmother and my grandfather, I know that they are living behind a very strong message to me. I am so loved by them. Because every time I go to her, she cooks the best things that I want to eat. She prepares for Tomáš also his best favorite cookie. And she just wants to communicate all the time. Listen, Krisztina, I want to hear that you are doing well. And this is the family they are leaving behind. They have grandkids and granddaughters, but also the third generation is there, the small ones got to see their great-grandmother. But there is another person that I am very grateful for, this young soldier. And as we have the war in Ukraine, many of these kinds of people, young people, are on the front. And my prayer is that they come home with the same experience that this person came home, that wants a better life, wants to teach a nation how to love instead of doing war. He survived and became a pastor, and during the communism was taken and suffered for long years in prison. But he could do it because he was not standing by himself. He knew that his ones, his nation is standing with him. And he was strong with his nation. And his sentence for life was, non recuso laborem. I will not give up working, I will not give up suffering. I will do it for the ones who belong to me. And this is how old he grew. And this is the best picture I can show it to you. He always had a good gesture, a good word to those people that he met. And thousands wanted to speak with him. His name was Áron Márton. So my question this morning for you is, what sounds through your life? What is the melody that you leave behind? And please listen to this hymn of love that gives you a very trustworthy indication that is worthwhile to put it on your heart. If I had the gift of being able to speak in other languages without learning them, and could speak in every language there is, but didn't love others, I would be only a noisy gong or a clenching cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy and knew all about what is going to happen in the future, knew everything about everything, but didn't love others, what good would it do? Even if I had the gifts of faith so that I could speak to a mountain and make it move, it would still be worth nothing at all without love. If I gave everything I have to poor people, and if I burned alive for preaching the gospel, but didn't love others, it would be of no value